All right, so precursor, about 6 hours ago, since me and Eric recorded this on Monday, we talked about it in the interview. He went ahead and sent me that payout. He ended up actually getting and withdrawing that 10K that we were talking about. So at the time of this video, he only had about 5K in about 30 days, but actually another 2 weeks added on to that. Now he's at 15,000 in payouts from Topstep, just following the strategy. But anyways, let's hop into the video. I just wanted to add that in since he kind of sent it to me about 6 hours ago, and he hadn't requested it yet, but he had a very, very good London session last night on the Sunday Open. So let's get into the video. What is up, you guys? We have officially invited one of the Trading Ranch members to do an interview with. He's gotten paid out around 5,000 to 6,000 from Topstep, and I just want to go through some of his experiences in the Trading Ranch and things that maybe I've taught him or that he's picked up that could help you guys as well to get to that payout that you guys want. So without further ado, Eric, man, just let me know how much have you made with the Trading Ranch and how long did it take for you to get your first payout?
Yeah, so what up, guys? So basically, I've been trading for a while, man. I mean, I think I started out like many of us in forex, right? And without even knowing, I think I had made a Topstep account years ago, but I just didn't really know what that was. I always assumed it was like stocks or whatever, you know? I didn't really pay too much attention. Wish I would have back then, but I didn't. But anyways, yeah, man, I started in like 2017, and as you know, back in the day, it was so hard to get funded. Like, I mean, you know, you had to pass like 3 phases, and I remember I spent thousands, man, and I never saw one payout, literally. It was years and years. I could have given up, but I didn't, you know? I kept going, kept going. And then I was introduced to you last year when you were on the other Discord. And then I kind of was just like, you know, that's kind of where I was introduced. And I kind of took a little break, came back just this year. I kind of joined the Trading Ranch because that was your thing now. And like, I think it was like June. And then, yeah, man, that's when I started doing features as well. And then, yeah, dude, instantly it was like, I feel like all the years that I put in, I just something clicked, you know, and that's all I always tell people. Like, trading is like one of those things where you can't expect to have overnight results because, for one, you need three things, right? You need to be extremely disciplined. That's the most important one. Risk management is cliche, but it's the truth. If you don't understand risk management, you're never gonna be successful. And then you have to have patience. That's the biggest one, man. Patience, dude. Like, cause anything that's easy, bro, it's never true. You know, you can see all these other stuff on social media. It's not true. You know, and I feel like here, like people actually get payouts, bro. Like you post that shit every day. Oh, sorry, I cussed. You know, you post it every day, man. So it's like it's real. But I started with you in July. First payout, I think it was. This is just from one account, by the way. So the first payout was like 850 or whatever.
Okay,
right?
that's solid.
And then the second one was like 1570 or something.
All
And these are
on
all
one
back to
account.
back.
Yeah, these are all on one
All on
account
one
too.
account. One account. So then, and then the third one was the biggest one, was like 2470 or something. So that one was the biggest one. And these are all back to back. And this happened from like July 1st to like middle of August or something like that. And
So over
currently
the
now,
month, like
I have,
4 or 5K or five.
yeah, yeah, give or take. Yeah, if you want to count, I think it was like 1 week of August, I believe, is when the last one came in. I think it was. But current day now, and we'll talk about this in a later video. I have 5 accounts now,
Yeah.
and I'm already up like 13,000 on those 5 accounts. The crazy part, bro, it's only like on a, and also I want to point out a lot of that it's like train on my own because I have learned, and this is the thing, I'm not even part of the mentorship, but like the things you teach for free, bro, massive value. Like anyone can literally just pick it up and just, you know, if you watch and you learn what you teach for free, like you can apply
You
yourself.
pick
And I've
up
been
a
doing
lot of
that
game.
recently. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I've been applying that stuff during London. Like I've been trading gold in London, in London myself, and that's kind of how I've also, you know, started making more profit on my own, which I think that's the goal, right? You want to be able to
Of
kind of be
course.
self-sufficient, you know. But yeah, man. So like I said, I think now, you know, like I said, I couldn't be more thankful for, you know, for your guidance and everything you've done. And that's just, and not
Oh,
just
yeah.
me, it's everyone in the trading ranch, you know, instilling us that, you know, we can do it too, you know. It's like we're kind of following your footsteps, you know,
Thank you, man.
which is great, bro. Like, you know, yeah, yeah.
What do you think are some tips that you would give somebody who came in that you kind of struggled with or something? Maybe part of the strategy. Like on this trade today, you know, we hit a solid 1 to 2 and then we hop straight into the interview. But what were some tips that you think you struggled on, or just different tips you could give somebody who's trying to use our breakout strategy, scalping, and
even today, bro? Like I don't know if people caught this when you were saying. I think the biggest thing, man, is like just listen to what you said, bro. Sometimes you say things, but people don't listen, right? You have to listen because even though like it may not seem like a big deal, it is. So for example, today's trade, you said something about that caught my attention was like, yeah, you could have had an aggressive entry, but you chose to be patient because sometimes right at 6:30 for us in California, like it tends to fake you out. So yes, this time around it worked out for those people that got that aggressive entry. But sometimes, and it goes back to what I said in the beginning, right? Patience, right? You have to be patient because at the end of the day, man, I mean, you can prevent a fake out, right? And that happens a lot, typically with the first candle at 6:30. So you want to just be patient, Granted, you waited a little bit longer and you got a more accurate entry. Yes, you could have maybe hit the 1 and 2 earlier, but as you saw, bro, that thing just tanked, and and profit is profit. I think the key is, man, it's just be disciplined, man. Like, not my biggest mistake that I would recommend to people coming in that are completely new, because you're gonna have people coming in all the time, is understand that it's a process, right? Like for some people, it clicks instantly, and great, that's great for people. But for others like myself, it took years. It took years and years of constant struggle, constant like not having proper risk management, like. I would say that's probably the number one thing people felt, right? Is they don't understand risk management. And dude, I feel like we keep saying this all the time, but it's like just let it play out, man. Like it's a process, and having people like yourself that actually care is so important because, like I said before, man, this is a whole other conversation for a whole different type. But it's like people out there in social media don't really care, bro. All they care about is your money. They don't care about actually helping you make money. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And it's obvious, man. And unfortunately, there's a lot of newbies out there that don't know this, and unfortunately, they do get taken advantage. But again, it's part of life, and I think we're very fortunate to be in this trading ranch because you give us all the tools we need, bro. And I can't really imagine people that are actually in your mentorship, like you were saying earlier, bro. It's all walks of life. It's millionaires, it's people that are basic, blue collar, people that are working 9 to 5 jobs. For myself, I'm self-employed. So there's all types of people, bro. And
over.
You give us the tools that we need, bro, to be successful. And that's amazing. You don't really see that, bro. And
yeah, you got mortgage company owners, or somebody, I forget, he's talking about it. It's like they run loans for like hundreds of homes, and it's like you got people from all walks of life, like the hood, and just very successful executives, blue collar workers. Everything all over is in that mentorship and in the trading ranch. It's like a really diverse group, and I think it helps because it's all everybody's shooting the shit, and it's just a good mesh, But you're saying the one tip that you would give people is that holding out and trust in your strategy instead of like I do see a lot of people exiting early. Do you think that was something that you struggled with before? Was like not holding out to the proper risk to reward? And if so, what is the proper risk to reward that you've been holding out to?
That's another thing, man, is I think you're 100% right. I think a lot of the times there's two things, right? Either A, people get in and they get out way too fast because they don't trust that it's going to play out for them, which, I mean, you're never going to make money doing that, right? And then the second thing is understanding, like, being consistent with and this is what you preach every single day. Like, I want people to know this. Like, you tell us every single day. If you want to remain positive at the end of the month, never change your risk, because the moment you change your risk, you could potentially blow everything you've gained for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, right? Stay consistent, man. If you stay consistent, I'm telling you, at the end of the month, you'll be profitable. And I'm a perfect example. Like, for this month, and I don't know yet. I'm gonna be consistent the whole month, but just risking the same amount every single trade, man. Sky's the limit, man. I mean, there's no reason why each account can't be at 10,000. That's 25K payout. There's no reason why that can't be done. You know what I'm saying? But it's back to your question. Stay consistent. Don't change it up. And you say this all the time, bro. Like, and you provide this free value to us. People that aren't in the VIP, you do lives all the time. And if people would just listen to you, what you say, they would have money too,
Man, I'm saying it is like that, huh?
For real, bro. But nah, man, yeah, like I said, bro, I couldn't be more thankful for being in here and just, like I said, man, I don't think I would ever given up, but I'm just blessed that it finally started to come to fruition for me, because like I said, it's been a long, long road. And to finally see this type of like success is amazing, man. That's why I would tell people, man, like stay consistent, never give up. Yeah, man, because you never know when your turn is gonna come.
That's
It
true.
could be tomorrow, and you could quit today. So you gotta stay consistent, bro.
What are your accounts at right now, though? One, because you've got your copy trading 5 right now. So
Yeah, yeah,
we're probably
yeah.
gonna have another interview coming up real soon about what's about to happen.
Yeah, so right now my 5 accounts are at like 3,200, so that's about 13,000 total so far right now, and that's just on four. So I'm already like 4 profitable days. That's just 4 days. Think about it. 4 days,
You need 3
3,300,
more,
like
right?
1,500. No, I need one more.
One more day, and then you can get a payout.
So I'm close to the buffer pretty much. Yeah. So if I hit 4,000 as my buffer, I could withdraw if I want tomorrow. But I'm gonna wait it out. Like I said, I wanna actually take full advantage of what it is, right? Like,
Of the copy trading,
yes,
of that, the real
yes,
stuff to go with
exactly.
that. Yeah, it's people don't
Yes.
understand because the ROI is so high when you're copy trading. Because really, you're not risking 50 recs, you're risking like $50 for the account. So your return on investment is huge, especially if you have 4 or 5 of those accounts. So you do a $25,000 withdrawal, and you probably cleared like 24K profit. 20, you know
I
what I
mean,
mean? After activation fees, after all that.
bro, you can't beat that, man. I mean, think about it. Each account for five, right? He spent, I think it's like what, 150? No, 200? 200 for
Yeah, for
five accounts?
Topstep total, and then
Yeah,
Apex you can get them at like I think after activations with
way
discounts
cheaper.
like 110, 120 per
Yeah, so
after
the total
activation.
yeah, so the total investment for all five once you're funded, it's like $700, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what? When I was paying like 1,200 for one account back in the day,
Oh, with
and that just goes
forex,
to show you
yeah.
the value you get. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The value that you're given, if you use it correctly and you pair it with the right tools, man, sky's the limit, man. And I think that for me, another thing that I want to tell people is you don't have to get five. Start with one. I started out with one. And then use that same money. Don't be
Just
dumb. Like
recycle,
reinvest that money back.
recycle, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then put it back in, and whether that's two, three, the goal is five, right? And that's just one company. Stuff for me will be Apex. I think they give,
Up to
and
20.
if you follow the rules, which it's pretty similar to Topstep. I mean, maybe just one or two different little things,
Mm-hmm.
bro. I mean, up to 20 accounts. I know we have a guy in the group that has like six, seven of them, and this guy's making money every single day too, like us. But he has like six, seven accounts. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
You talking
So,
about Royce?
oh yeah,
Yeah, he's
Royce,
about to
yeah, yeah.
clear like a 40 ball payout. Yeah,
That's
he's
insane.
yeah.
And with
He's gonna
Apex,
be
with
another. Yeah, he's
Apex,
gonna
it's
be an interview
yeah.
soon too.
And I know even our boy Chris too, man. Chris is killing it too.
Oh, young Chris. Yeah, all of them are killing it. Like
I
we've
mean,
had
he
an
really started.
amazing past month, an amazing like past 2 weeks. But obviously, losses do happen, and that's why we risk
Oh, of
manage.
course. Oh, 100%, brother. Yeah.
Yeah,
Losses are going to happen. So that's why it goes back to what I said earlier. You can never change your risk because let's say that loss does come when you decide to up your risk, right? Then you're done. And then now you're crying to the chat, you're crying to you, like, oh, like a lot. Yeah, but dude, we literally said stay consistent. Don't do that because, yeah, maybe you potentially could have made a little bit more money, but it's not worth it in the end. Like, you're going to just regret it. And trust me, I've done it. So I can
facts.
tell you that it's not worth it, man. And this is one thing you always say again is you want to remain positive at the end of the month. That's the goal, always. So if you stay consistent, you will always be positive.
Yeah,
And yeah, losses come. Obviously, like it's part of the game. Like you just don't win all the time. Like no one does. And if they tell you that, they're lying.
facts.
So look, man. At the end of the day, bro, it's simple. Follow the rules, and you'll be profitable. You know. And obviously, yeah, just that's the biggest thing too, right? Is just listen, apply what you learn, and you'll be solid.
Man,
And
that was a good. Is there any final notes you'd give them for like tips or anything you want in the final section of this interview, man?
personally, man, I would just say, like I said earlier, and a lot of this is just repetition, but it's the truth, man. This is what happens in trading, right? It's like just the three things that I said. Just understand what risk management is, right? One, two. From that comes being disciplined. I think that's probably the most important one, discipline, because if you're not disciplined in anything, actually, it doesn't even have to be trading. It could be anything in life. Like you won't see results over time. So
Facts.
if you're able to apply, I think I said risk management. Yeah, risk management as well. It's all played together in one, but these are the three things that are gonna help you be profitable, right? And then obviously, I think the most important one, bro, is having a good mentor, having a good system that's willing to actually help you. And I think for people that are gonna listen to this, just understand that Cowboy, dude, he's been in the game for a while and he's learned on his own most of the time. Yeah, he's picked up a little bit of nuggets along the way, but he kind of tailored his strategy to himself, and that's allowed us to be able to use that and then put a little twist ourselves too as you practice the strategy, right? You can apply it. It can be applied to anything, you know. And that's why me now I'm starting to have success in London on my own, which that's I think the goal, right? To
Yeah.
be able to be self-sufficient, right? Those two things, and obviously, and then just put a little however twist to it, however you want to apply it for. But I just think to close out is like just if you're thinking about it, man, just start, man. That's the hardest thing is just start,
That's the hardest thing in
and then
anything in life, huh? Just
yeah,
taking
man,
that
exactly.
first step.
Start. Exactly, man. And trust me, man, if you join with the right people, man, the people that actually care, you're gonna see results, man. And
Yeah.
just one of the testimony of many in the training ranch that are seeing results, and there's gonna be plenty more people coming on here saying the same things I'm saying because it's the truth, man. I think we've all come from the same. We've all started at zero, and I think being able to see results is amazing, man, and real results, like actual results. That's key, you know. Like you don't really see that.
You don't see
Too much
these
money.
results in any other server, or at least anybody I
Nah,
follow. I don't see them even from like the biggest guys, like the most following.
nah, nah.
And you know what I'm saying. And thank you, man. I don't want to talk shit on anyone, but thank you,
Nah,
man.
but bro, it's like, nah, yeah, it's bro, I'm telling you, like, and that's not how I feel. Everyone feels that way about you, like you actually like care, and I think that's so rare, bro.
I try, man, because
'Cause you,
everybody comes from different walks, and like maybe if just
yeah,
one person says something to you, it can really change you or like help you. So that's
yeah,
something I
100%.
definitely, yeah, try to be a positive influence, or like at
But
least
and then
something.
I mean, and even yourself, bro. Like, I mean, who would have? No one. I mean, I don't think unless they know you, how educated you are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like to have like multiple degrees and stuff like that. Who would have thought? Like,
Yeah, well, you
I
see,
just goes to show you, right? It's like,
one
yeah.
there, one there. The other two are associates, so I don't really hang them up. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, so shit, you know what I mean? So yeah, exactly, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. All walks of life, man. But
all walks,
yeah,
man.
man. Really appreciate it, man. Definitely we'll come back for round two for sure because the next one's gonna be massive. So
Yeah, thank you, Eric.
thanks for
No,
the
thank
yeah,
you,
no,
man. Hopefully, this interview gave you guys some valuable information, something to better your trading for your scalping strategy. Or maybe you just picked up something that'll help you become a better trader. Either way, click those links down below if you do want to watch me live trade. And until then, I'll see you next time.